All right, welcome back to Business Today. Wesley Yaman is the project's head at Jowam Coffee, a company that deals with coffee export, coffee roastery and training. He spoke to our reporter Esther Diana about starting his business and what it takes to run a coffee business.
We deal with coffee roastery, which is the local distribution of coffee. We also deal with the training center, which is the new baby, has been in the operation for the last 2 years now. And we also incorporating of introducing new syrups to the coffee industry. So our whole workaround from the exports of coffee, which is the buying and selling of green coffee, which is purely Kenyan Arabican coffee, as well as looking into venturing specialty coffee locally, which is our roastery, Jowam Coffee Roasters, based in Lavington. For the main umbrella, which is the traders, you need to be licensed by the CBK, which is the Coffee Board of Kenya, have all the regulatories overseas checked, they license you, you are able to run your business, have all the license requirements as per the government laws. You need some capital, which is true, and you need to be someone who is a coffee expert. So running coffee business, you really need to be passionate about it, and also, yes, you might need expertise from outside, but yourself, you really have to be into the coffee background. The capital that you need is quite some of amount for you to begin an operational, especially to where we are in Kenya. There is no, you can say you can't start with 1,000 or 2,000. If you look at the regulatories for the trading, is a bit quite some amount of money, which are equivalent to $500,000, which is goes for only licensing only. It hasn't been easy, but through the commitment, through the passion that we put in, through the hard work, it pays. So we can stand and say, yeah, we've been able to settle. Some of the regulations are a bit harsh for those people who are small scale SMEs. So someone who's an SME wants maybe to move from employment to self-employment. It's a bit tricky for them to make decisions real quick and real fast based on whatever they have or savings. The regulations or standard sets are quite fair. They're not harsh, because sometimes if you loosen up tight, or someone might take advantage. So you really need the main challenge is finding a shipping line. For example, if you don't have, you have to wait. If you don't send your consignment between maybe half of the month, you have to wait after 2 weeks for another shipping line. So you find maybe you have challenges with the customers depending on the deadline.
According to data from the Coffee Directorate, Kenya's coffee export was valued at 21.68 billion shillings. The leading importer of the Kenyan coffee was Belgium, parting with 4.18 billion shillings. It was followed by Germany at 3.86 billion shillings, United States at 3 billion shillings, Republic of Korea at 1.89 billion shillings, and Sweden at 1.43 billion shillings. In terms of local production, Kenya produced 44,987 kilograms of coffee, with Kiambu County as the leading producer in the 2018-2019 financial year. Kirinyaga County, Nyeri and Murang'a counties were among the top producers of coffee in the same period.
The market, yes, is high in demand compared to any other continent. Africa is the only continent where they start to embrace the coffee culture. So all the kind of business in coffee, in few years, 5 from today, it'll be booming. Yes, they are a little bit challenging, but the consumption is rising because of the knowledge of the product. What I learned from the Arabs is one key thing, the brotherhood. What I learned from them is how can we work together as brothers and sisters? How can we be able to help the community? How can you lift up someone who's really needing help? And you're able to tap into your connection and be able to see the light that you've been walking through. So what I came up with is the ethics to ensure I don't want to be the only eye in the village where people believe whatever I have to say, it stands on the ground. We have to be many. So the knowledge that I came with, I shared. That's why we began the training center, to be able to rise up each and every person to meet our demand, or be wherever we are, travel the path that we've been into, be able to guide them in terms of decision-making process, career growth, and each and every step they take financially. Trainings in barista and coffee roasting. So once they have finished either the barista skill level or the roasting skill level, we try our best to work with them in terms of career growth. So we secure opportunities for them through our networks. Challenge is we are not yet recognized as a profession in the industry or in Kenya. So that is the biggest challenge we have on our labor law acts.
More data from the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics shows that in the year 2021, Kenya exported coffee worth 26 billion shillings. The consumption of coffee is expected to increase as demand increases due to the recovering hospitality sector. For KTN News, I'm Ndombi Esther Diana.
All right, for Martha's Coffee, let's go to